The Packers. The Packers. What the fuck are the Packers doing? What are the Packers? What have the Packers done so far?
Yeah.
Do you know what the Packers have done? Because I want to know. Because all I know that the Packers have done so far is dangle the fact that they're going to trade Aaron Rodgers. They have lost pretty much everybody. They lost Bob Tonyan. They're not going to re-sign Randall Cobb. They lost Adam Lazard. Their offense that didn't exist before is officially gone. They don't have the person throwing the ball or catching it anymore, besides Christian Watson, who I like a lot now. And then you also, like, what have you signed? You re-signed Kelsey Nixon and John Ford, and
Yeah.
that's it. And you still have money in cap space. You have $20 million in cap space, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing, Packers? What is your play? If you're going to have Jordan Love, please sign a receiver for his sake. For his sake, please get Jordan Love help. If you're going to move on, why are you going to lose his number one tight end? You're going to lose his number two wide receiver, which was already not a very good number two wide receiver. Like, unless if you want Christian Watson to have 750 targets next year,
Yeah.
please go ahead and get some more help for this poor man. And then your defense, it's like your defense is good, not great. So it's like for the Packers, I honestly feel like the Packers should just like on the offensive side of the ball, go heavy and try to make them as best as you possibly can to see what you got in Jordan Love. Or just suck next year and draft a quarterback. Try to go after Caleb Williams like everyone else is going to try to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like this is so unfair to Jordan Love, though. Like, the first time he gets an opportunity in his career and he has to deal with this shitstorm, it's like Aaron Rodgers, well, he is holding them hostage. You guys still paid him last year. You guys didn't have to keep paying Aaron Rodgers. You're in a worse position because you decided to keep hanging on with Aaron Rodgers, hoping he would bring you to the promised land. Instead, he'd bring you to the number one seed. He'd win the MVP, and then he would let you down in the playoffs. It's like Aaron Rodgers for the Packers is not your savior, even though you thought he could be in the past few years. And then last year, we trade Devontae Adams, don't replace him. We don't try and go out there and sign Odell Beckham Jr., even though Aaron Rodgers wants him and he could really help your Super Bowl chances. And then you waste having the best running back duo in the NFL one year. And then you had Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon in the same year with Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, NVS, Lazard. Like, that team was loaded. You guys have no one to blame than yourselves in this situation for being in this. And like the whole Jordan Love situation, like you guys didn't even have a plan with what you were doing. It's like, are we sitting him on the bench for 4 years? Do we want to keep Aaron Rodgers? And then Aaron Rodgers went out there and won MVP. So you're kind of held hostage to the media. So it's like the Packers have no one else to blame than themselves for the situation and complete mismanagement. And then they're just going to plunge themselves into mediocrity and being like where the Steelers are right now, what they have been with Mike Tomlin after they lost to the Packers in the Super Bowl. They've been like really good, but then they just get annihilated by the best teams. And then same thing with the Packers. We're really good, but then we got annihilated by the Falcons. And then we had one of the most fluky games of all time versus the Seattle Seahawks. We lost to the Colin Kaepernick-led 49ers. We lost to the Jimmy G-led 49ers who were ready to give up on him. It's like, this is your fault. And they need to take full responsibility for it.
Here's my